1, 2, 3, 4. Time to open up the door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Every state is now a surveillance state. Or it looks like it. But then again, if you got nothing to hide, then why are you afraid of this surveillance? Right? That would be the most common answer. Yet I think that this is too much. That this is too much. Like, who do these people think they are? Observing your every step, trying to get into your dirty laundry, sorta. Almost as they like watching you take a piss, or having a dump up there in the toilet. Man, this is some bullshit going on in the world, really. I mean, despite all that, militarization, should I say? The ones who talk about peace usually end up starting wars. Have you noticed that? It's kind of a paradox. But then again, why am I so surprised? Because we live in an inverted reality. Yeah, excuse me about this, but this is something that I have to cope with. To some extent, yeah. An IQOS or an IQOS is an addiction of mine. So I didn't really have a plan on what I'm gonna be talking about right now. Today, I didn't even want to record anything today because I was feeling super anxious. In this day and age, I feel anxious 24/7. I feel anxious 24/7, mainly because I think that my life is hanging by a thread right now. Basically, because it is that way. Because there's only two ways to go from here: only up or in the street and die somewhere out there. I don't know. I've been doing these videos, I've had other channels. I've had channel where I, posted music. I've had channel there was a super creative, something that you would call an alter ego of mine. I recorded my experience from my ayahuasca retreats in different languages. I don't know, I've had different topics, being expressive, and being creative, but it's I never planned to do stuff. I never really planned, something specific. But yet again, it looks like everything I do goes in vain. Everything I do goes in vain. I don't know why I'm doing these tech demos. I really don't know at this point. If everyone is so obsessed with AI, then okay, let AI conquer the world. Let everybody be replaced. But who's gonna work then? Who's gonna pay taxes then? How is the economy gonna work? Why nobody is asking those questions? Why are you all so eager to jump on the hype train of those CEOs and people who are out of context? They only read news, they read tech news, they read tech blogs, and they just regurgitate the same goddamn thing. AI is this, AI that, AI here, AI there, AI goddamn everywhere. I really am sick of all of that. So sick that I'm about to explode. Each and every day, I'm about to explode. Yet again, okay, let's imagine that AI has replaced all the QA, quality assurance specialists. What now? Who's going to do the planning? Who's going to write the plans? Who's going to write out the test cases? AI can generate that. You can pretty much make an investigation using something like, a Playwright MCP server and a super detailed prompt written by another agent for an agent. But then again, who's gonna review that? How are you gonna make sure that it does, provide full extended coverage? How do you gonna make sure that if it self-heals, it self-heals in the proper way? What exactly does it self-heal? How it's gonna make a follow-up on the requirements change? How it's gonna do all that if you have multiple systems in your organization? Imagine if you have Figma designs, obviously in Figma, that's one system. Imagine you have your front end, which may be subdivided into several microservices, as well as back end. Imagine you got several APIs, and some of those are somewhere in the Swagger tool, some API schemas and stuff. Others are partially in Postman as collections of the previous generation of developers or testers or both. And then you got the whole damn DevOps infrastructure. So you just gonna replace everybody then? Is that what you want to do? I mean, I'm asking this question to the so-called know-it-all CEOs and know-it-all managers only read articles and regurgitate the same bullshit. How do you connect all of that without any human interference? How? Show me, please. Teach me. I'm not even asking this. I'm not even like bitching and whining about it because I'm frustrated. But yeah, I am frustrated to some point. Because I've read countless posts about how there's going to be only one person doing all the work. Show me. How's it going to look like? Show me. Show me. What I've seen so far is just BS, nonsensical posts about it. With no real evidence to back it up. Nothing. Zero practical information. Only blah, blah, blah. Talk. AI is going to replace this. AI is going to replace that. Everybody's getting like cut off from their jobs and fired from their jobs because AI this, AI that. I'm getting constantly rejected on the job market. Why? Don't I have enough tech demos to suit your needs? Haven't I shown enough? Haven't I shown enough? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this silence. I'm sick of these silent rejections. I'm sick of not even being able to get the goddamn decent interview. And when I do get somewhat decent interviews, which I actually like and which looks like it goes well, then I just, receive nothing. Not even a rejection. Not even a goddamn rejection. What's wrong with people? Are you afraid? Are you afraid of being honest? Are you afraid to tell how things are going? Is it not in your plans? What's wrong with this world? What the fuck is going on with this world? I feel sorry for the new generation of technical specialists. I really do. Because I've been doing that. I've been doing this for somewhat like 11 plus years. And yet, I don't seem to find a decent project that would, pay me well, that would have like interesting tasks, that wouldn't have a psychotic management. And when I do find something decent, it usually just collapses. Just collapses. I'm so sick of it, I'm having these thoughts, and I'm having them quite often, that I should, just end my life probably. Because I don't know. Or maybe go ahead and fight some stupid war somewhere. Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense in this twisted, sadistic, inverted reality. Nothing makes sense. Cooperation is dead. Relationships are dead. From what I'm seeing out there, so-called normies, man, these wars are gonna shake down the normies so hard. They're gonna feel what we are feeling. They're going to feel what we are feeling right now. Man, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. These stupid bots in the Matrix will have to wake up. And the awakening is gonna be so hard. They wish they've never had one. I've been living like this my entire life. Not because I want to, but because there's always some goddamn circumstances. And it's not just because, oh yeah, there's always gonna be some circumstances, man. You're just whining, you're just moaning, you're just bitching and crying about it. I wanna punch each and every normie, each and every person who thinks that way in the face. And break the teeth. I really do. I'm sick of being good. I'm sick of being polite. I'm sick of being empathetic. My entire life, I've tried. I've tried with various people. But it's always this goddamn thing that I am better than you just because. This underlying emotional context, which I get. Who's gonna be better than anybody else when there is total chaos and destruction? And when there is nowhere to go? No safe country to hide. No safe space to sit around in. No, these normies, they don't want to hear that, right? All they want to hear and all they want to tell is, I'm watching the TV, or I'm watching YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, and, this or that politician says it's gonna be fine, help is on the way, we're gonna end the war pretty soon. Yet, all they do is just multiply and multiply and multiply. And, oh man, Epstein is just a hoax. Oh, like, Alien is just a hoax too. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, but I pretty much understand that, What's the difference? What's the goddamn difference if there is a satanic cult or if there are aliens somewhere? They're not paying our taxes. They're not looking for they're not helping us to find a decent job or a decent project or a decent occupation. And then each and every time I try to do something here, I don't get the recognition that I goddamn deserve. I'm not getting the offers that I goddamn deserve. I demand, if there is such thing, I demand of this goddamn fucking universe to give me what I want. Because other than that, man, there is only one way left. It's going back to that homeland of mine, joining the goddamn war, and start unloving people. And I know it's hell. Maybe I don't know, and maybe I don't understand and comprehend what I'm talking about in fully, because, I haven't been in the front line, but man, explosions have been happening around me, like, I don't know, for how long. And there's millions of people out there living like that. And they still believe that one side is better than the other. That one side is fighting for something decent, for something holy, for some principles, for some, I don't know, man, divine characteristics or whatever. When in reality, it's all one big theater and setup to enforce a global goddamn genocide. But no, normies are never gonna trust that. They're never gonna believe that. Because they don't want to believe that. Because their head would explode. Because their psyche would not be able to withstand that. And to withhold that pressure. And understanding what we call awakening. There is no new world. As someone said, there is no new earth, no new world. This is the only world we're living in. And this is the only timeline we're living in. So stop with that 5D, 4D, whatever the hell D nonsense. Stop with that shit. None of it makes things better. None of it makes things better, man. Nothing makes it better. I'm just sick of it all. I'm just sick of all of it. And really, at this point, there's only like two options left. Either I get what I truly deserve, something fucking finally decent, or there is the second way is a path of total destruction, chaos, war, death, and genocide. Nothing to add here, really. And once again, I don't know. And being a junior or even a middle specialist these days, it sucks so much. It sucks that much that it had never sucked so much. Do you even understand how many times I've been rejected for the most stupidest of reasons? I'll give you an example. I'm here in Spain as an expat right now. I have obtained a TIE, which is like a temporary protection card, which is sort of like a residence card. It allows me to legally work here. I've had a few people contacting me on LinkedIn. Like every time I achieve something, it's almost instantly that this new obstacle drops, and it's unachievable. It's unachievable because these few people. Can you imagine like one reject was due to the fact that I'm not a native Spanish speaker, even though let's say almost all of this programming and QAing and whatever the hell is done in English. And there's best practices for that. So one reject was because I'm not a native Spanish speaker. Even though I'm eligible to work, even though I got my card, I got my residence permit, even though like all of these things are intact. But no, now you gotta have something that, how do you call that? The next level of document which allows you to live here, something like a long-term residence permit. This is another reject. I'm always getting rejected because of some stupid shit which I don't have any influence on, which is out of my control. It's almost as, everybody's trolling me nowadays. You want to see me pissed off. You want to see me aggressive. You want to see me collapse. You want to see me panicking. Oh, what? What do you want from me? I'm asking the goddamn world, what the fuck do you want from me? What the fuck do you want from me? At this point, I think that the only way and the only option for this world is to fucking engulf itself into a new world war. So go ahead, keep trolling me. Unless bombs start flying around here. And they will. Because I've been living this nightmare for years. And I've escaped this nightmare. Not because I wanted to, man. But because I had to. This is how I feel 24/7. This is the kind of energy that I have 24/7 these days. I'm pissed off. I'm in war mode. I'm in war mode now. I am in the fucking war mode. I'm sick of being rejected. I'm sick of being disrespected. I'm sick of being overlooked. This is the most honest CV. Oh, no. This is the most honest cover letter that I could have ever written, that I could have ever spoken. This is how everybody feels. Not because of your 9,000 requirements. None because of your constantly self-manifesting new sort of like unachievable requirements. Because it's like that everywhere. Everywhere. So this is the break point. This is the goddamn break point of it all. I don't feel anything but anxiety and extreme anger. I don't feel fun anymore. I don't want to play games anymore. In the meantime, I don't want to work with psychotic, sadistic, and sociophobic management who want to replace everyone and anybody with AI. Once again, who's gonna do the work? Who's gonna control the AI? Who's gonna make sure and verify all the things? The CEOs? You think they are eligible to do that? Do you think that they will even do that, man? They're gonna input some prompts and just wait for the magic to happen. For the magic to happen. It's all magic in their heads. Those fucking articles that they read on the internet. No context of the real job. No context. None of the dev context, none of the DevOps context, none of the QA context. Hell, not even the tech support context. The users are gonna report the bugs. The users are gonna have to face the low quality of your pathetic software. Fuck that shit. You know? Really. I'm done. I'm done, man. Maybe I will release something here or there. Maybe. But at this point, at this day and age, I am really done with everything in this fucking life, in this fucking world. And I wish it a speedy collapse. Let the new world war begin. Maybe then all these pathetic losers who portray themselves as winners, maybe then they will wake up. When they are in our shoes. This is all for today. Peace out. If there is any peace left.